On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied finish. Lsu will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Quick completion on the out. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Using his legs, it's Durham. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing.
And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got his man! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after that completion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run play action. Looking for a deep man. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the left side. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. He wants to throw it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Gets it out fast.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Mississippi State right back to the line. Unloads quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. It's caught downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. On the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Catch in the middle. It's Irvin. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. You used to be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Wide out in motion. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
That's caught. It's Carlson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's going to pass. He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to find his man on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage like that, now you're able to attack and try to get a touchdown on this drive.
I can't wait to see next, Reese, if this offensive coordinator and play caller decides to keep his foot down on the pedal and maybe take another shot now that they're in the red zone.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over in this one. We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Might be looking to run. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connor.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge. Because
all kinds of running room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Urban. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the Bulldogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. And I know that having played here before, you do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence, to know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this deal.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. LSU right back to the line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback. Hey, that's a live ball. And he falls on top of his own fumble. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. He's looking to throw it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Now on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mendoza. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the move and looking deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are?
Oh, look out! They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is going all in. That offense has more options than they've had in East Lansing in some time. They're up 14 over Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Touchdown, LSU! And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice palm up, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able...
Off he goes! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals! And the pummeling has started. They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.